The following wrestling exhibition requires discretionary viewer participation. Greetings to our viewers and fans all over the world. We are in Manchester, England this evening, the last stop in the United Kingdom before we return to the United States for tonight's edition of RWL Rage. Glad to have you with us. I'm Don Hickson, and I'm joined by Christy Ogilvie and Myron Schimmelman. That's right, it's our last stop in the United Kingdom before we go back to the States, which means I've pulled out all the stops. I've put together 2 hours of excellent RWL mat action. You're going to want to stick around tonight. It's going to be fantastic.
This is Rage, but let's talk about that last snarl. If you caught it, Danielle Heathcote defeated Mercedes Moné for the Japan 5-Star Women's Championship, putting Liberty Bell Danielle back into the Triple Crown circle. However, that's not entirely where the story ends.
Christy's not wrong, going to be some startling developments later, but right now, let's get on to our opening contest featuring Mad Dog McKAY, accompanied by Miss Morse X, as he faces the masked Puerto Rican sensation, El VEJIGANTE. And that means it's time to turn things over to ring announcer Aria Mitchell.
Good evening, Manchester, and welcome to RWL Rage. Our first match is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Approaching the ring, along with Miss Morse X, from Ithaca, New York, weighing 205 pounds, here's Mad Dog Mark McKAY.
The irrepressible Mad Dog Mark McKAY, accompanied by Miss Morse X. And of course, he has been around now for months and has made quite the impact. And he's wrestled just about anybody that's worth talking about. But tonight, he's got a first-time encounter yet again, this time with the Puerto Rican masked sensation El VEJIGANTE.
He's a little offbeat, sure, but McKAY has kinda grown on me during his 9 months with RWL. I'll say it, because it is true. McKAY sometimes does seem, well, just a little on the mildly crazy side. Oh, not George the Animal Steele or Bulldog Brower crazy. More the cold, calculating Hannibal Lecter type. Wonder how he'll do against El VEJIGANTE in this first-time matchup with the masked Borinqueño.
I don't know, but I was really curious, and I needed an opening match. McKAY volunteered, VEJIGANTE volunteered, and here we are. It's going to be a good one. And an interesting juxtaposition of styles, the violent smash-mouth techniques of McKAY facing the high-flying luchador style of El VEJIGANTE.
His opponent, from Loaiza, Puerto Rico, weighing 204 pounds, El VEJIGANTE.
Well, look at that. Looks like VEJIGANTE's got himself a brand new mask for his entrance. Wow, look at that thing. Horns all over the place.
This one's definitely a tip of the hat to the tribe from the northeastern part of the island, who wore similar-looking masks to disguise themselves as evil spirits, to drive away enemies and other unwelcome visitors. It's pretty cool looking. He sure can't wrestle with that on, cause he might seriously hurt someone with all those spikes.
Not even in a hardcore match. That is definitely a thought. Those things are definitely weapons. You're right about the contrasting styles too, Don. That's another reason I put this one together. I really wanted to see what would happen between these two. VEJIGANTE's a cruiserweight, McKAY's a light heavyweight. I thought it would make him a good... Oh boy, he's really getting his dance on, isn't he? High-flying wrestling talent and some dance moves thrown into the mix. That's El VEJIGANTE for you. Yes, sir, our last night in merry old England. Just think tomorrow night we'll be back in Philadelphia, in the good old US of A. Referee Willie Johnson sounds the bell, and here we go. McKAY opens up with a series of shots, a headlock takedown, center ring on El VEJIGANTE. And he is squeezing for all he's worth. VEJIGANTE finds his way out. Gets back on his feet, catches a chop from Mad Dog Mark McKAY, a left, a right, another, and a drop kick, taking El VEJIGANTE down. The masked Borinqueño having his legs snapped by Mad Dog Mark McKAY. There's a stomp to the mask of El VEJIGANTE. Mad Dog Mark McKAY genuinely putting the boots. For the masked Borinqueño, there's a knee to the back of the head. All these attacks going straight for the head of the masked wrestler. McKAY all the way up on the top turnbuckle as El VEJIGANTE reaches a standing position, and here we go. The double axe handle connects. McKAY misses with the knee. El VEJIGANTE sidestepping that attack, rolls McKAY back inside the ring. Off the top rope, beautiful Hurricane Rana. Wow. El VEJIGANTE, here we go, starting with the speed and the tricks. Beautiful tilt-a-whirl armbar. That masked luchador style. There's a clothesline from McKAY, putting El VEJIGANTE on the floor on the outside. Referee Willie Johnson starts the count, but no need. VEJIGANTE back inside. Locks up with McKAY. McKAY drives his head into the turnbuckle. Does it again. Oh, a hard shot to the back. Turns VEJIGANTE around. Mad Dog Mark McKAY with a hard chop across the chest of El VEJIGANTE as he covers. 1, 2. But no. El VEJIGANTE finding his way out of the spot here. Another knee driven into the mask of El VEJIGANTE. Mad Dog Mark McKAY taking full advantage of El VEJIGANTE's down position. McKAY urging him to stand back up so he can knock him back down again. Fist drop. Again, right to the head. El VEJIGANTE is taking a hell of a lot of punishment here. McKAY with a suplex on El VEJIGANTE. Woohoo! Quick counter. Knees driven into the head of McKAY, and he definitely caught all of it. Both men having a bit of difficulty here. McKAY gets up to his feet first. There's a stomp to the midsection. McKAY rounds up El VEJIGANTE. Sets him up for a knee breaker as McKAY makes his way to the top turnbuckle. Here we go. Oh, big time elbow drop right across the chest of El VEJIGANTE as Mad Dog Mark McKAY really begins to pull away in this matchup. El VEJIGANTE rounded up to a standing position again. McKAY escorts him to the ropes. Oh, he bit him. Good God, he bit him. Mad Dog Mark McKAY living up to that moniker for sure. McKAY charges, a shoulder, puts El VEJIGANTE out on the floor again. And he is laid out. Referee Willie Johnson starting the count here as McKAY takes himself to the top turnbuckle. 10 feet up and 10 feet down, a crushing crossbody to El VEJIGANTE. McKAY setting up for a pile driver. Oh, good. Oh, that's awful. El VEJIGANTE in some serious fix right here. Driven towards the barricades, but not quite fully connecting. Mad Dog Mark McKAY firmly in control at this point. Drives a knee into the head of El VEJIGANTE again. Oh, and another knee. El VEJIGANTE, I'm wondering how he's still conscious. A series of ricochets. El VEJIGANTE countering with a quick hip toss and a moonsault from Mad Dog Mark McKAY as he tries to battle back here. Hard forearm puts McKAY down on the floor. The referee continuing to count. El VEJIGANTE drives a knee into the arm of Mad Dog Mark McKAy. McKAy rounded up. El Vejigante finally getting him back in the ring. Well, he's calling for something. McKAY quickly countered by El Vejigante off the top rope. Another top rope Hurricane Rana. He is fast. There's a stomp to the shoulder from El Vejigante. McKAY gathered up again. Hard whip to the ropes. El Vejigante ducks under, leapfrogs it, and another Hurricane Rana as McKAY goes for another ride. Here's a cover and a hook of the leg. 1, 2. Oh, another near fall. El Vejigante cannot believe it. Everybody back up on their feet now. McKAY catches a hard Irish whip. Look at this slip through the back door, and yet again another Hurricane Rana. McKAY going for a big time ride on that one. Oh, here we go. El Vejigante pumping it up here. And oh, Salida del Sol, here's a pin. 1, 2, 3, and that does it. El Vejigante picking up a win over Mad Dog Mark McKAY.
Here's the time, 5 minutes, 50 seconds, and your winner, El Vejigante.
There you are, El Borinqueño and Mascarado picking up the win over Mad Dog Mark McKAY in a fairly explosive matchup. Well, I'll tell you what, Don, that could have gone either way. McKAY definitely had some moments where the momentum was all his, but El Vejigante just a little bit too fast.
Every time I see Vejigante win a match, he looks more and more like a serious candidate for Cruiserweight champion. That's our first match tonight, people. And we'll be right back with way more right after this.
We'll see you then.